Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. I am Gilly Rosari. My main man Larry Loper is with us as usual. Want to wish everybody a happy opening night for the NBA. We've got to talk Major League Baseball. We know who's in the World Series. That became official yesterday. A little WWE, and of course, NFL, baby. But let's start with the NBA a little bit. Anything you're looking forward to? Any opening comment you're thinking about as the season is getting underway tonight? I believe the first game. Who do we got as the first game? We got the Thunder and we got the Rockets.
Yeah.
Right now, the Rockets are up 4 in the
Okay.
third quarter.
Um, I'm always looking for if OKC can repeat. We always look for dynasties in the NBA. They have a young team. They retained all their pieces to the young team. They signed a lot of pieces, gave them max money, extended them. So they have the core there. Well Holmgren, Alexander, and Williams. That's the core. They're able to sign their bench guys. The Caruso stayed. So they still got the same team. So with that same team, we're going to see if they still got the hunger of a champion. Now they have the experience of a champion. And then for Houston, man, it's Kevin Durant. We're going to see if the coach Duque can really, put a stamp on what Kevin Durant's career and legacy is going to be. Because up to this point, it's a blemish or asterisk on his career, which I'm not. I argue for Kevin Durant because I'm like a champion's a champion, regardless how you cut it. And he was a major contributor to that Warriors team. Yes, he went to a team that defeated him years prior, but he's still a champion, bro. You know. And I'm curious about the Sixers. I don't like Sixers, but I'm just curious about the potential if Embiid decides he wants to play this year. Paul George is this a bounce back year? Is it just over for him? Maxi's a star, so that and just how the East is going to break down in general because there's not too many dominant teams in the East, especially with the injuries from last year. So it's a lot of storylines I'm looking forward to, man.
Oh, pretty cool. I'm looking forward to Dallas. They got Cooper Flag. I want to see what's going on, what's going to happen with Dallas this year. I know they don't have Kyrie Irving for at least the first half of the year, if not more. But they've got everything else, and I just want to see, man. I was so excited when Dallas was able to draft him. I want to see what's going to happen with Dallas. I'm wondering where the Lakers and Golden State are gonna fall. They're both probably gonna make the playoffs, but they're both probably not gonna be a top 4 seed. So, is this really the end of two eras? Um, between Golden State having an older team and Steph Curry, who's a legend, and the Lakers with LeBron James. LeBron's not even starting, probably for a month. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. I wonder if Bronny gets to play if LeBron's not there. But that's really it. I know your Knicks are looking to take a jump this year. I would love it if my Nets were relevant. I don't think they're gonna be. They did the absolute worst thing I thought during the draft. They had 5 first round picks and they didn't move up or down. They just stayed right where they were. So they just, to me, got a bunch of nobodies. It's certainly not the 96 draft. So, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah,
I'm not super excited right now, but we'll see. As the season starts, I'll probably get into it a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna have to. So that's how we'll go with that.
yes, sir.
So let's go to Major League Baseball, and we know who's in the World Series now. And we have the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's be honest, Seattle kind of choked.
Oh,
They
did they?
choked it away. I mean, they were up 2 games to nothing, and those first 2 games were on the road. and then they wind up losing 4 of the next 5, and they had a lead in that seventh game and couldn't hold it. So congratulations to the Blue Jays. With that being said, I think the Dodgers get them in 5. I think the Dodgers are the team. They
Yeah.
really are. So first, I want to ask you, what's your feeling about the two teams making the World Series, and how do you see that playing out? And then I got another question for you after.
Okay. Um, Dodgers. I'm not surprised. You have the best player in baseball on your team, Otani. Um, they spend their money wisely. They put together an awesome team. We knew, me and you both knew that they had the team. I would have loved to see the Brewers go. Um, I would have, I guess Philly because of just the window that they have. Um, but the best team on that side on paper and just in general went. So I'm not surprised on the Dodgers. Could we be looking at a dynasty with the Dodgers, man? Man, they're not spending that money. Um, and then on the flip side, Toronto's a resilient team. They were the number one seed in the AL. We choked it away. The Yankees, yes. They have built this thing though. If you've been watching baseball, you know Toronto been building this thing piece by piece by piece. Last year the golden child was Baltimore. The Orioles was the golden child. They regressed this year. They lost a lot of pieces. You know how I go. But it's gonna be interesting, man. Obviously the Dodgers are the better team. But the Toronto's a resilient team. Um, they got some hitters, but they can't go down 2-0 to the Dodgers. I can tell you that right now. They got too many players on that team that could make a play. So if you go down 2-0, and like you're saying 5, yeah, be hard not to argue that. 6 at best. 6 at best. Um, man, Toronto upsetting the Dodgers would be major, bro. I'm not sleeping on Toronto, but right now, if I could pick, I'll probably say the Dodgers.
I definitely say the Dodgers. Like I said, Dodgers in 5. Blue Jays got some offense. They don't have enough pitching, and I think the Dodgers are just from top to bottom the better team. I
Mhm.
think I really didn't matter what their record was, how it was going to end. If they made the playoffs, I thought they were going to make it to the World Series and probably win it. And I'm sticking with that. Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers. Now, I want to ask you this.
Mhm.
Shohei Otani had arguably the best postseason game in the history of baseball. It's going to be hard to find a better single game by anybody. He had 10 strikeouts, I believe 6 scoreless innings. I believe. I know he pitched 6 innings. I think they were scoreless, but 10 strikeouts. And he hit 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs in that game. So that's probably the best postseason game ever. Now, on social media, I mean, not just fans, but I'm talking like people who cover baseball, people who cover sports, calling him the best player in the history of Major League Baseball.
When,
How do you agree with that statement?
ooh, calm down, America. Calm down, world. Man, that's a great question, my brother. I'm just contemplating over real quick. I've not been privy to the history of baseball, as far as me seeing it myself, because obviously, Babe Ruth is up there, but me and you never seen Babe Ruth play.
Yeah,
You know,
just ended before me.
right?
Just ended before me.
We saw McGuire, Sammy, but they were sluggers. We ain't seen no man. To my recollection, who in your times stamped is doing what this dude's doing. I'm talking about dominating at the pitcher spot. Not just I could pitch. I'm talking about dominating at the pitcher spot. Like I could dominate you. That hit home runs, pitchers. What is he? What is he? What's his position? You could be DH. Who you know as a pitcher could be a DH? You know, um,
I can name one, but go ahead.
he's a legitimate threat at the plate. Every time he steps up to that joint, uh, he earned every penny he got. He done had that target on him. Like coming into the league, he's been that guy, and he has not disappointed since he came over. Um, Man, he up there to me, in my opinion, he's definitely up there. Once again, I'm not privy to all of the purists of baseball. I'm not been privy to the history of baseball. So for me to make that statement at this point in his career, I'm gonna hold the brakes a little bit. I'm just gonna say in my lifetime that I've seen so far, I'm gonna give him that nod. Okay. And that's no disrespect to the Babe Ruths, the Hank Aaron's, the we go on the great ones, man, that have done to paved the way in this sport. But for me, I'm gonna say yeah, and what I've seen. But yourself. In America, if I'm wrong, and all you baseball purists out there, please bring up some players. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. I want to know your comments because you know we're gonna be answering no comments. You know I answer some comments, man. Instruct me.
Well, I'm going to help you out.
Thank you.
As far as I've seen, he's probably the best because he's a two-way player. He's a good pitcher and an excellent hitter. Excellent hitter. But he's not the only one to do it. And there's a
Mhm.
reason why they keep comparing him to Babe Ruth. People forget, or they don't know, or they're just ignorant to it, or completely ignoring it because that wasn't around. I didn't see it back then. That's during the dead ball time. Yeah, Babe Ruth did it. Babe Ruth was a pitcher when he played for the Red Sox. He has 93 wins as a pitcher for the Red Sox. Then comes over to the Yankees, and he's the best hitter ever. Power, average, the best. Okay. Ty Cobb, right there. Right there. Ted Williams, right there. Right there. But at the end of the day, it's not just that Babe Ruth did it first, he did it best. And yes, Otani is a good pitcher, but he's had two bad injuries because of his pitching. And because he's back to pitching again, it will probably slow down his career, make it end sooner than it should be. I would not, if he has another injury pitching, whatever it is, I would shut him down as a pitcher. He's not breaking any records. He's not getting 300 wins. I'm not counting what he did in Japan. This is America.
Mhm.
He's not getting the 300 wins. He's not getting the 250. So what's the point? He was a better hitter when he didn't have to pitch. When he didn't pitch last year and the first half of this year, he was the best hitter. Power, average, he had it. Doing both, he doesn't quite have the average. Still got the power, but not the average. I don't know how that correlates. But also, last postseason and this postseason were the only two postseasons that he's ever been in. He does not have a good average. Okay, he had one great game. I mean, might be the best game, but that doesn't make up for what he did in the postseason last year when they won it, and it doesn't make up for what he did this year. He had one outstanding game. So for everybody to just, be drinking the Kool-Aid and jump on the bandwagon because you don't know or you're too ignorant to know, that's on you. That's my opinion, but it's sort of kind of a fact. Look up Babe Ruth and listen, I don't want to hear about, well, back then. Hey, listen, in 30 years, they're going to say, well, Shohei Ohtani, he didn't play in our game now. He played 30 years ago. They're going to say the same thing about LeBron.
Mhm.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
Mhm.
That's what they're going to do. So we take it from what they're doing in their era. And Babe Ruth was the man. Babe
Mhm.
Ruth hit more home runs for the Yankees than some teams did entirely. A
Mhm.
whole ball club, more than one. So respectfully, and I do think Otani is outstanding. He is must see TV. He's the best player. in Major League Baseball,
Mm.
especially when fully healthy, because of the pitching and the hitting, but he's not Babe Ruth yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Let him be the reason that a team wins a World Series because they won last year in spite of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Freddie Freeman was the hitter last year.
Yes, it was.
And I don't want to hear, oh, but there were so many great players Babe Ruth played with. Mookie Betts is going to the Hall of Fame. Freddie Freeman is going to the Hall of
Mm-hmm.
Fame. Um, Kershaw is
Mm-hmm.
going to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just guys right off the top of my head. Let's not talk about Muncy and guys like that are really good and things. He's playing with a very good team. That's why he came to the Dodgers. That's
Mm-hmm.
why he left Anaheim and
Mm-hmm.
turned down a super big contract to get a super big contract with the Dodgers that he backloaded. He's making $2.5 million this year. The best player in the world, who some people are saying is the best player ever. He's making $2.5 million. That's what he made last year. That's what he's going to make this year. So they can add more pieces, more players. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
It's selfless.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all about that. But let's not act like at the end of the day, this dude ain't going to get paid because he is. He's going to get $500 million.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not counting all the endorsements and all that other stuff. So enjoy the World Series. I got the Dodgers in 5. I hope Ohtani hits well. I hope he pitches well. But as of right now, I think I got this argument settled. How about you?
Yeah, I agree, man. And then the final cap on what we were just talking about. You can't name no great player that hasn't played with people that are great. It just that's the way it goes. You're not the only great player in your era. Just Michael Jordan with basketball. Yes, he was the greatest, most dominant player of his era, but we can name a whole bunch of players that played along with this man, along with Scottie Pippen, win the Hall of Fame. Also, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
And Dennis Rodman.
and Dennis Rodman, and so we come on, y'all. Like this is just, I get it, Just like us having a conversation with a young fella about basketball today, they're going to say Steph Curry, they're going to say everybody but Michael Jordan. Why? Because they never saw Michael Jordan play. But you can't negate what Michael Jordan did. That's why I said I hold the brakes and pump the brakes a little bit, because I'm not going to sip the juice and say he's the greatest ever done it, because that'd be disrespectful to the great players that paved the way prior to him. It's a lot he has to prove in order for us to put him up in that upper echelon, man. Don't work like that, people. Okay? We don't crown champions like that, okay? We don't crown champions like that. Not saying
100.
he won't possibly be the greatest, but at
Mm-hmm.
this point, it's a little bit too premature to give him
Premature.
that. Come on now.
But that's what people do. As soon as you're great early, it's who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT? What did people say before 2010 when that term became popular?
Yeah.
What did they say? Best ever, right?
Best ever.
Best ever. Who's the best ever? Now it's who's the GOAT? He's played for 2 years. Is he
Yeah.
the GOAT?
The
Let's
GOAT.
let's start first take with the first segment. Who's the GOAT? Come on.
Calm down, pump the freaking brakes, and get all the baseball enthusiasts and all the historians on your show before you make that statement, that blasphemous statement that you just made. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop quantifying stuff and stop it. Stephen A. and whoever the heck you got on your show, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't daggone goat because they had a crazy, and yeah, it's a crazy game he did. Not negating his game. He did. But like, you made great points, brother. You made great points. You gotta be consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? And Brave Booth was consistent, historically proven.
He was pretty good.
He was pretty good.
He was pretty good, that guy. Ty
Yeah,
Cobb was pretty good too.
yeah, talk out too. Babe Booth got a candy bar named after him to this day. So
And
okay,
it's delicious.
it is.
It's great. I mean, they even liked it in the movie Goonies. They thought it was good too. Anyway, if you agree, disagree, make sure you leave a comment. Call me out personally and I will respond. Call Larry out personally, he will respond. As long as it's respectful, we will acknowledge your comment on the podcast.
We
So
will.
remember, hit like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment.
And hit
We
that
want to
bell.
we want to hear from you.
Hit that bell, man.
Hit
These
that bell.
notifications, man. Moving
By the way,
on, partner.
before we move on, I want to thank all of our followers and everyone who's been watching and paying attention. We got our first 1,000 views on one of our shorts. Want to thank the people, want to thank the fans, want to thank the subscribers, everybody. That's our first milestone. It's not going to be our last. So I want to thank you. And Larry, I want to personally thank you. You're the one that's doing these shorts. You're putting in the time. We are getting the results. My man.
Oh man,
My
hey,
man.
man, you know what we're doing, man. Trying to be courtside looking at these games, man. I'm a sports guy. I'm a sports guy. Baseball, hockey, golf. I don't care what we got. I'm a sports guy. NASCAR, I go down to yeah, I'll do that too. It's
I'll
cool.
take I'll take you to
Yeah,
Dover. It's
I'm with it,
it's
man.
it's a good
I'm with
time.
it.
It's a good
I'm with
time.
it,
All right. Let's keep it rolling.
sir.
Let's do some WWE. I know you and I are kind of into it. And what's been happening lately is Seth Rollins is out with a shoulder injury, which kind of explains why they had this turn with the Vision and the
Yeah,
members of the Vision turning on him. So the storyline has changed. Sounds like he's going to get some kind of shoulder surgery, so he's going to be out an extended period of time.
yeah.
It looks like it's more serious than they initially thought. I think he got hurt during the Crown Jewel match with Cody Rhodes. So anyway, so what they're gonna do now is they're gonna have CM Punk versus Jay Uso for the vacant title at on Saturday night's main event, which is gonna be in
Okay,
November.
okay. Let's see how that storyline is going to play out. They already robbed Jey Uso of a nice run, so and they've been pushing Punk. He been doing it, been putting his chops in, he been losing at a high rate. So I guess it's time to flip it. It's time to flip it. Trying to go get that belt. You ain't like you saying, bro. You didn't bring him back just to keep having him losing, 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 losing. You know, because if we keep losing, we're gonna start looking at it like, yo, Triple H, man, are you what you holding on? Are you
Well,
holding on to his little tirade that he had what 15 years ago?
yeah,
When,
something
when,
like that.
when he jumped in the ring
Hmm.
and had a moment. Okay, bro, he
The,
grew
the
up, he
pipe bomb,
matured.
the pipe bomb, as it's
Come on.
known as.
Come on, man. Like, no,
Yeah.
you don't bring this guy back. He's been a team player. He's been playing by y'all rules, man. He's been actually a very subdued, calm CM Punk. Now you seeing this guy that's calm and collected. He's
Hmm.
normally a explosion waiting to happen, man. I guess old age will do that to you, right? Um, so yeah, man, I'm anticipating Punk finally getting that title, man. Um, and Seth, I don't know, man. I'm sort of, bro. You done gave everything you can to this business, man. I mean, come on, you didn't got your knee busted, you got your show. Every injury you could think of, you probably had it. You know, um, bro, you're going to make that transition. I know you love the sport, and it's hard to walk away, but that's don't look at it as walking away, Steph. Look at you transitioning to a different position because you'll probably be in his act. You'll probably be up there with Triple H's all them, man, and give you input to these new acts and the new talent coming up. So he's always going to be a part of this business. Him and his wife, and his daughter, going to probably be feature in the future. You know, that's what happens. You come to a wrestling family. You know what I'm saying? And your mom and your dad's probably one of the greatest ones that did it in this business. So, Seth, I think you gave it all, bro. You gave it all. Your resume to me is unblemished, man. I think you did it all, bro. That's my
So,
personal
so,
thing.
so you think because of this injury, he should consider hanging it up?
Yeah, you got to transitioning, bro. Like he's been taking injuries,
Transition to
bro.
what?
I don't know
He's
executive.
still in, he's still in his 30s,
Yeah, man. Well, that's old. Well, I know this. It could be old, but man, this dude got a lot of injuries, bro.
and he's on the mend. I mean, it is a shoulder injury, but
Come
it's
on, man.
not. I don't think he's even close to retiring.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
even, not even. He loves the stardom,
yeah,
and when he comes back, he goes right back to the top. It's not like he's starting from the bottom and working
yeah.
his way up. He's gonna go right back to he'll be number one contender. If they have CM Punk win and get this title, you could ride this out to WrestleMania.
Who you got getting the title?
Oh, I have Punk. At this point, he couldn't get over the hump with Rollins, but Rollins not there. I think I think they've realized that the Uso thing with the title isn't working. He's popular, he sends merch, but he's not a face of a franchise guy. He's not. And with CM Punk, now he's a guy in his mid to late 40s. He's only a couple years younger than me. So he's a guy that when he gets the title, he ain't gonna hold it for a year or 6 months. You gotta have a face of a franchise. Seth Rollins can do it. Roman Reigns can do it. Those guys aren't old yet. LA Knight can do it.
LA Knight could do it.
LA Knight can do it. LA Knight's like 39 years old.
That dude was like ancient in wrestling, bro.
Bro, CM Punk's almost 50. Not CM Punk, John Cena is almost 50. And
Yeah,
he just had the title this year.
yeah, yeah. It was a farewell tour, but yeah,
He had it.
he had
He
it.
had it for a few months.
You're right. I mean, Goldberg came back and he's 60 something, so I get it.
Hmm
He looked like he was 60 something too, but okay.
If,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Brock Lesnar's still smashing people,
He is. What he's like late 40s?
he's like a year or two younger than me. So yeah, late 40s.
Okay. Yeah, the beast incarnate, yeah.
I mean, they know they can set it up if you're healthy and you're still in shape. They can set it up where you're squashing people, or they're gonna put you over or whatever. So if they want CM Punk, if they want Seth Rollins to win, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. And these guys, yeah, they do get hurt, they do get injured, but they come back. This is what Seth Rollins does. I don't see him being an executive. I don't see him being one of those guys that's a manager. Oh, I'm going to start managing my wife now. I don't see that. I think when he can't wrestle anymore, he's going to say goodbye to the industry for a while. For a
Okay.
while. Because he's going to be doing all the traveling and he's not going to be able to compete. It'll be too tough. Think about when you played sports and you got injured. I don't know, maybe you did. I know when I got injured, so I traveled with the team, and then I'm at a game. I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be back. I'll be back next season when I'm ready to go. I can't. I
yeah,
can't
torture.
just sit and watch. It was too much. It was too hard. And this is me. This is me, high school. And I'm saying this guy is a star. This guy's hosting legit sports shows. He's hosting the Rich Eisen show. He's hosting Good Morning Football on the NFL Network. And he's doing that by being a star, a celebrity from professional wrestling. He's doing that. Hulk Hogan didn't do that. Bruno Sammartino didn't do that. Ric Flair didn't do that. This is 2025. Seth Rollins is doing this.
Yeah,
Mm. No, I think he's coming back. You don't rush him. He's making a lot of money. His wife is making a lot of money. So they got income coming in. Don't rush him. Be 100%. Come back in 6 months. Be ready. Be ready for WrestleMania. That's what I say. Be ready for because they'll set up a storyline where even if you win the Royal Rumble, if they think they can make more money doing CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins didn't even compete in the Royal Rumble. They'll do that. Look how close they were to doing Roman Reigns and The Rock. It took the fans screaming and hollering on social media and booing on Raw and SmackDown for them to change their mind and
mm,
put Cody back in. And he won the Royal Rumble. And they were going to do The Rock and Roman Reigns. And they had to pivot because that's not what the people wanted. The
mm,
people want CM Punk to finally finish this thing between the two of them, and Seth Rollins is ready to make his return. It's gonna happen.
yeah,
You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. I don't have to be no Nostradamus. I just got common sense. You know it. You know what's up. And you would look forward to that one way or another. CM Punk, Seth Rollins. I wonder if those two guys even dislike each other anymore. They've worked with each other so much. Whatever animosity that they had, right now it feels like a work for them
Yeah.
to keep this thing going. But they're doing a good job with it. Doing a real good job with it. Plus, I root for CM Punk and Seth Rollins because they're both Bear fans. Both love the Bears. Both of them. So that's how I see it. Anything else you want to add to WWE or anything like that?
Nah, I'm good, man. Just look for the future.
All right. Very good. So let's transition into the NFL. Fantasy. Let's start with that this time. I got my stardoms, situms
Your fantasy
for
corners.
week number 8. I'm coming off of a win. I got to say, it was my lowest points total in my league, but I won because the guy I played against had a horrible week. Horrible. He didn't even get 100 points. So I won going away, and it was my worst output all year, and I won by 30, something like that. Anyway, so my fantasy stardoms for week number 8, I got DeAndre Swift as he is matched up against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens coming off of a bye. They are going to get Roquan Smith back, but that defensive line is still awful due to injury, but still awful. And that secondary is almost as bad. So they should be able to run it and throw it in Baltimore. I don't understand why Baltimore is a 6.5 point favorite. And unless Lamar Jackson practiced today, because I know he didn't practice yesterday, he still hasn't shown up for practice yet. He might not play. If he doesn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, he ain't playing. He's not playing. I would expect that line to go down. So get in on it right now. Don't wait while it's still at 6.5. I think DeAndre Swift, coming off of 2 very good games back to back, I'm expecting it to be 3 in a row, win or lose, because it looks like when the Bears came out of the bye, they have learned to run the ball and they've learned to stop the run in the last 2 weeks. So give
Mhm.
me DeAndre Swift versus the Ravens as my stardom. Should be your stardom too. And my situm, I'm going to put Justin Herbert on Thursday night against the Vikings. The offensive line is really beat up in front of him. They are down to their third string running back being the lead horse. And the Vikings have a good defense, a good defensive front, and it's a short week. I'm not liking how the Chargers have been playing since they lost to the Giants.
Mhm.
The Chargers are what do you call it? What do you call it?
Chargering.
Chargering. The Chargers are chargering, and that is not good. That is not good. So my situm is Justin Herbert this week for week number 8 as he is matched up against the Vikings on Thursday night. Despite weeks 1, 2, and 3 looking like an all pro, sit that man down. That's my stardom situms for this week. What are yours, Mr. Larry?
Mine's is, man. And how did Sam Darnold, before I get to mine, how did Sam Darnold do as far as your fantasy? Was he a good sit or a terrible sit?
I sat him and he I don't remember what his numbers were, but it worked out for me because I played
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers
Oh, he had a
instead.
terrible week. No, Aaron
No, he
Rodgers
had
had
a
a good
good
game,
game.
didn't he?
He
He had a
threw
good
4
game.
touchdowns. He had a
Yeah.
good game. They
Yep, sure
lost,
did. They lost, y'all.
and I played Sam Bradford, who threw 5 touchdowns. So I did good. And
Okay.
the one who did better than both of them was on my bench,
Who was it?
Dart.
Oh, Jackson
Dart.
Dart did have a big game, fantasy wise. He sure did.
Dart. He scored the most. I got 4 quarterbacks right now.
You-
Not Bradford. Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Jackson Dart.
Well, Gil,
And
I smoked it this week. I'm still trailing my niece by a win. She has an awesome team. I mean, I could good call on the Junkins, great call on the Junkins. He smoked it, bro.
He
They
had three, right? Three touchdowns.
three. Yeah. Yeah. Great move, bro. So that helped me out tremendously. And it's amazing because you says start a running back and sit a quarterback. Hmm. I'm going to start Jonathan Taylor. Man, ride this horse, man, while it's hot, y'all. He playing the Titans, man. He should have a big game. Big game. The coach going to go where Jonathan Taylor takes him. I know we've been talking about Daniel. I can't call him Dons. What they call him now? Oh, Indiana
Indiana
Daniel
Jones.
Jones. Okay. Indiana Daniel Jones, right? Yeah, we talk about him because he been Steichen is a great coach, man. I'm gonna give him his due, man. You know, with the right quarterback for his system, you've seen the results. You beat who's in front of you. Jonathan Taylor has been running this ball. He should be in the MVP category. Obviously, we know it's a quarterback
Yeah.
award. It's a quarterback award,
Mm-hmm.
but he definitely should be in the run-ins because he's carrying his franchise. He's a problem. He's going to have a field day against the Titans. They fired a coach still and can't get a win. Get out of here, boy. And I'm gonna say sit Jaden Daniels this week, man. One, he's questionable even to play the game. And if he does play the game, talk about a hammy, bro. It's not easy to play through a hammy. You might let it heal up a little bit. They're just decimated by injuries in general. The Commanders are just decimated at this point. It's rough. They didn't hit the rough patch. They like the Baltimore hit a rough patch. Charger and hit a rough patch. It comes with the game, man.
Sure
So
does.
it is unfortunately this is part of football. You know, you pray that you can get through a season without major injuries, or if you do go through a major injury, it happens earlier rather than later. That way you can make a run.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the reason why it's rough right now, man. You only go come on. Come on. Not talking about my Cowboys and in the Commanders game, but at the end of the day, come on, bro. A win's
For
a win, you're
sure.
right. A win's a win, you're right. But we played the B team. Nah, matter of fact, we played the C team. You know, they had nobody to compete with. So
We
that's who my
don't we
starter.
we don't apologize for
No, we
wins.
definitely don't apologize for a dub, man. I get them how I get them, bro.
For
I don't
real.
care if we beat you by 40 or one. A win's a win.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
I, I don't care if it's the Titans or the Eagles.
Sure who it was,
A,
man.
a, a
Well,
win.
well, well, it ain't my fault you got hobbled. Oh well. We
Mm-hmm.
beat up on hobbled teams. Yeah, we don't care about them crutches or the glasses you're wearing, Gil.
I
It
mean,
comes right through glasses.
you get your own injuries too. You know, you just got CD Lamb back.
You right about that?
You just
Look, our whole defense is injured. What are you talking about?
mm-hmm.
We have no defense. We're terrible. Okay, whole defense is terrible. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, man. We just play who we play and
Yeah,
and
you play
do
who
what
you
we
play.
do.
No one felt sorry for you. No one felt sorry for me.
No,
So, you know, I'm not feeling sorry for
but we
anybody.
can be the
This is
Jets with a full team and still be trash.
that's
So
right.
I'm just saying,
That's right.
you can have all your players and still be bad. Okay,
Yeah.
because they got all their players last time I checked. I'm sorry, Garrett Wilson didn't play. I'm sorry, Gil. Garrett Wilson didn't play.
Oh, and the backup running back,
Yeah, the
Brand was it
backup running. Hold up, the
Brandon
backup,
Allen?
yeah, Brandon Allen, the backup running back. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, but for the most part, you got your team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying you're 0-7.
And
Okay,
one of the offensive linemen,
look,
Vera Tucker, didn't
it looks like
he's
the
out.
Justin Field experiment isn't working out. D, do we go? Matter of fact, Gil, I think it's time because I feel I'm itching towards. I'm itching towards tears, tears,
Tears, tears,
tears,
tears,
tears.
tears.
You hear that? You hear that theme music? You know what it is.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go?
Brother, I like the way you lead, man. I
Okay.
like the way you lead. Pause. Let's
All right.
get it, my brother.
Let's do it. Tiers, the elite tiers. I got the Chiefs on my A spot. I got the Lions on my B spot. And I got the Colts on my C spot. Chiefs, Lions, Colts on my elite tier. I'll go to my upper tier. I still got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I still got the Eagles. And I know the Bills are coming off a bye. I think they're going to be recharged. I think they are going to beat the brakes off the Panthers this week. Hey, you play who you play, and that's who's on the schedule next. So I got the Buccaneers, Eagles, Bills on my upper tier. Let's go now to the disappointing tier. Disappointing. Sorry, not sorry. The Washington Commanders. Yes, they're getting decimated with injuries, but we're not in the feel sorry for you business. Sorry, not sorry. Give me the Houston Texans. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Houston Texans with a great defense and a less than stellar offense.
Mm,
And in my C, give me the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know why it said Ravens. It was the Raiders.
apologize.
They are just not good. Maybe Pete Carroll gets it turned around next year, but next year's next year. That's not this year. And the worst tier, I'm not really going far on this one. It's the Jets. We suck. TS. Jets, Jets, Jets. Who benched Justin Fields for Tyrod Taylor. Don't worry, Jets fans. Justin Fields will be back because Tyrod will not be able to finish the season. He gets injured every year. Give me the Dolphins. I mean, do the Dolphins even try at this
No,
point? Do they
no.
even try? I mean, Tua, he's throwing more interceptions than he has touchdowns now. And give me the Tennessee Titans. They are still the lone franchise to have fired their head coach during the season. I don't think they'll be the last by the time season is over. But right now, they are the lone one. So Jets, Dolphins, Titans, garbage. Those are my four tiers. But it's fluid. It's fluid. Patna, what are your tiers?
Oh man, my tears. I apologize for the blunder on the Ravens. They are disappointing though, but that is not Gil's disappointing tier. The Raiders definitely are disappointing. But let's get to it. My elite, the Colts, man. I gotta put respect. Respect is due, man. Put respect on that people's name, man. Indiana Jones leading them past the Temple of Doom, Jack. And give me the Chiefs. They rolling, Jack. We knew it was coming. If y'all didn't know, y'all better stop sleeping on them. And the Lions dominant at home as they always are, pitting the smackdown on boys. Don't come to Detroit nowadays. You're gonna get smacked on, boy. It's my elite.
So I
Nah,
got this. I got the same teams, just in a different
that's a
order.
different order. But this, I
Yeah,
mean, they are the elite right now.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fluid, like water.
It's fluid. It's
Be like
fluid.
water. Bruce Lee said, "Be like water."
Hmm.
So now we on the upper tier. San Fran. Matter of fact, I put respect on this whole division, as you can see.
Yeah, I
I
see
got
that.
San Fran, I got LA Rams, boy, and I got the Seattle Seahawks. Man, maybe Sam Darnold trade was a great pickup. It was. Minnesota, you're not looking very smart at this point. You gambled on the rookie who only played a game and a half. Carson Wentz is your quarterback now. And Sam Darnold's having an amazing year. He looks
Yes,
great out there in Seattle.
he looks
Oh my
really
goodness.
good.
He went to that coach whispering. He did a great job, man. Oh, but for every upper tier, you have the disappointing tiers.
Oh, really?
And like you said, man, we have no pity party for the Texans, man. Listen, bro, you came off a bye week, bro. A bye week. Serve you no justice. Your defense is playing outstanding. Your offense is trash. Atlanta, disappointing. You beat Buffalo and led the dub, and Mac Jones beat y'all, huh? And Jacksonville. I just can't believe in Duval County, because Duval County is proving which are a work in progress. Okay. And once again, is it a stretch? Is it really a stretch? Who the worst teams in the NFL is at this point? No. We got the Jets, Jet. You don't deserve the S. Titans, you fired your coach and still are trash. And Miami, Tua gave up. Tua, he threw 3 interceptions on purpose, not even trying. He doing on purpose because every time he threw the interception, and I'm gonna take the screen off. I gotta show you the face he made when he threw the interception. He walked to the sideline like this.
Hmm. As long as he's got that money, right?
Mike McDaniel on the sideline, drowning in water. He's over his head right now.
Yeah.
And he know he's out. He knows it's a
Yeah.
fire burner. He knows it's over. Tua don't want to play for him. Tua don't want to play for nobody. Tua wants to play for Tua. You know what I mean? They got a lot of decisions to make down there in South Florida, man. And the starting one with obviously is going to be the coach and the GM probably going to go to. And you got to consider that quarterback too, man. Who wants to play for a guy who definitely ain't no leader? He ain't no leader, man.
He's a finger pointer.
He's a finger
That's
pointer,
what
man.
he is.
That's what he is, bro. So
We talked about that last week. The guy complains about leadership. He's the one that's got the C on his
you're right
jersey.
about that.
He's a quarterback.
You're right about
He's,
that.
he's got the franchise contract. Gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me.
Man.
Every time Justin Herbert throws a touchdown, Miami Dolphins fans should be saying to themselves, should have been our guy.
You're right about that, brother.
Should have been our guy. We picked ahead of the Chargers and we took Tua.
And before we move on to our picks and predictions for week 8.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you're a Chicago Bears fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboys fan. And I want to make it real quick on where you see your team at, how you feel about your team, the progress, vice versa. And I do the same my team, very brief, and we'll get to our picks. I'll let you go first, since you are rocking your brand, Chicago, as you should.
Of course. So here's what I'll say. Coming out of the bye, you've got a good coaching staff. When you come out of a bye and you can see the improvement. Going into the bye, after 4 games, and the Bears were 2-2, they had problems at the line of scrimmage. They could not run. They couldn't stop the run. Since the bye, these past 2 games, they've run the ball very well, and they have slowed down the run considerably. So I am very happy because I think the Bears got themselves a head coach and a good coaching staff. If I can make a shirt right now, like, every 2 years, it's election in November, senators, and then president, senators, and then president, right? So if I had a shirt, I would create a political shirt saying, Ben Johnson for president, Dennis Allen for vice president, VP, because they are doing very well. Very, very well. Bears had a lot of injuries, especially on defense, and they kept their head above water.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're getting a couple guys back, like I said last week, and they're getting sacks. They're getting interceptions. They lead the league in turnovers.
Ooh.
They lead the league. The Bears do. The Bears do. Now, if I'm going to be honest, Caleb Williams still up and down. Every week this season, he got a little better. He had a great game against you guys, but that was his only great game all year. He had a bad game on Sunday. Bad. 172 passing yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. The Bears won by, I think, 12. They should have doubled that. They should have won by like 24. They had a lot of opportunities. He was off. And it looked like he kind of didn't have an instinct. When it was time for him to run, he didn't. When it was time for him to throw the ball out of bounds, the play was over, he didn't. He just wasn't mentally right. Didn't really have a feel for the game. So I think when Caleb gets there, and I think he will get there, it's just going to take longer than most people anticipated if he was going to get there. But we saw what Sam Darnold, we saw what Baker Mayfield. Sometimes it takes a few years, but then when you get it, you're there. I got it. But right now, Caleb is having a better year than Jaden Daniels is. So you can say Jaden Daniels had the best rookie year out of the group, which he did. Caleb's having a better year than he is this year. A lot of that is because of injuries with Washington. Hey, it is what it is. A lot of your horses and your bullets aren't available. It's going to affect your game. Plus, he's gotten hurt twice now. I'm not sure that Daniels is going to have a long career. The way he plays, he takes hits that he shouldn't take. So I worry about him. The guy who might turn out to have the best career out of them all, he's definitely having the best second year sophomore season above everybody, is Drake May.
Hmm.
He's having a really good year. I'm still hot and cold with Bo Nix. I'm still hot and cold with Penix. And, we still don't know next to nothing with McCarthy.
Hmm.
He's not playing. Missed his whole rookie year, and he didn't even finish week number 2 this year. So it's still a big question mark, a big if with him. Drake May is looking good. People were saying that didn't want Vrabel in Chicago because they're like, oh, is he going to be the right coach to develop, Caleb? Well, I don't see any problems with Drake May, with Vrabel as the head guy. New England, I said, was going to take a jump. They're taking that jump. They are taking that jump. And the quarterback is a big reason why, more than the defense. The offensive line is still not that good. It's not. But the quarterback is playing well. They're doing just enough running the ball. I mean, look at Stephon Diggs, the kind of season he's having. He was
Hmm.
supposed to be in his twilight. He's having this is his best season in 3 years so far. And it's because of that rookie. So that's my report on the Bears right now. 4-2. When the quarterback starts playing well, then that's when I'm going to be ready to say, okay, they're pretty good, playoff bound. Right now, they're just winning. At the end of the game, they've got one more point than the other team. They were big on you. You wanna impress me? Go to Baltimore and win. I don't care what Baltimore's record is. What are they, 1-5 right
Hmm.
now? I don't care. They are desperate. That division is still winnable, and they can definitely make the playoffs at 1-5. But they can't give away a game to the Bears. It's got to start now. Bears go to Baltimore and come out with the W. Hmm. Maybe the Bears division is the best division because they're supposed to be the worst team in that division, and they would be 5-2. Not saying, just saying. So that's my report on my team. I'm not a fanboy. I call it like I see it. And right now, the arrow's pointing up. Do I think they make the playoffs? No, I don't. No, I don't. I think they finished 9-8. That's what I said before week 1, and after 4 wins in a row, that's what I'm still saying. 9-8.
Okay.
How
Um,
about how about your Cowboys?
I'll make it real
That
quick.
offense is no joke now.
Yeah, I'll make it real quick, man. We have the number two offense behind Indianapolis Colts. Dak is playing great. He's playing like a veteran quarterback. He understands he has command of his offense. There's a lot of wrinkles to our offense. I'm loving our offense for sure. And we understand what we have to do for the offseason. It's defense. We could totally commit to our defense. So it's very easy. And far as the front office, what we're going to do. So for this year, man, we just evaluating talent at this point. Um, and that's just the reality. But we're competitive. We're being in these games. It's just we don't have a defense that's going to be able to shut you down. So if you have any resemblance of an offense, then it's going to be very hard on us, And don't have a defense. Don't just have all right defense, and we doomed. You know what I mean? So I'm liking the offense for sure. The coach ain't a bad coach. Eberflus should be fired. You shouldn't have a job as a defensive coordinator when you have the worst defense in the league. You have the worst defense, 32 in the league. We are. So that's my assessment of my Cowboys. And we'll see. We're going to Denver this week. We'll see. They got a top 5 defense, and they do have a question mark at quarterback, as you mentioned with Bo Nix. So it's a winnable game. But once again, we're going against a defense that could bring pressure. And then we can't stop them. But Bo Nix, he's hot and cold. So who knows? It might be a hot week when he plays us. All right. But that's my assessment of my team. I guess, man, the next one, man, we to get to these picks, man.
It's that time.
Is that definitely that time, man? Definitely that time, man. Picks and predictions, man. And this week, man, we got a good bunch of games on the slate. I'll let Gilly, man, get us going, man, with our first game, man. What we talking about, brother? What are we talking about?
Well, I want to say congratulations to you again. You finished above 500 last week. You went 8-7. So you are now 49-59 on the year. So you got a good shot to finish above 500. Me, on the other hand, although almost every single team that I said was going to win won, I didn't get the point spreads.
Yeah,
I didn't get them. So I went 5-10. So I'm 41-67. I think what I'm going to do now, because we're far enough into the season, I know who's pretty good. There's no great team, but I know who's pretty good and I know who's bad. And
yeah,
I'm not giving the bad teams the benefit of the doubt, no matter what the point spread is. I'm
yeah,
not doing it.
yeah. We
So
got spanked with the Raiders game on that one, bro. Like the
yes, and they're
Raiders
not,
spanked
and
us
they're
like
they're not the
31
only
to nothing.
one.
Like what? Like 31 nothing. Like what? In Tennessee, we thought the momentum might have carried you over. Yeah, right. That's why I asked that question. Has any team won, Gil, when they had the interim coach come in? You was like, no, that I can recall. No. Yeah. Because you're bad. The coach ain't gonna change it. You're bad.
You
You have too many
bad.
pieces to fix. Duh.
You bad. All right. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. This is our week. This is our week.
It's our week, bro.
Thursday, 8:15, Amazon Prime. We got the Minnesota Vikings at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers at home are a 3.5 point favorite. The number is 44.5. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not liking the direction the Chargers are going. They're getting injured every single week. It is affecting the offense, which now is affecting the defense. The Vikings, they just kind of lost to a little bit better team in the
Yeah.
Eagles, I thought. And I give Carson Wentz credit. The first half, they were smacking him around. Second half, he played strong. He made a game out of it. So I'm going to take the Vikings on the road to not only cover the number, but to win outright. Give me the Vikings. Give me the over. I'm all about the Vikings on this short week. I don't
Okay.
like the Chargers even a little bit.
Joe Alt, is he officially back?
I don't know.
See, my pick is dependent upon Joe Alt being back. So right now, if he's out the lineup, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I believe Flores could dial up some pressure on Herbert. They're relying a lot on Herbert right now. And if you can stop the run game and put it in Justin Herbert's arm, that's the blueprint for beating them. They don't have a home field advantage because it just don't. It's just who them in LA is not a home field advantage. So for this moment, I'm gonna say defense travels, and I'm getting 3.5 too. Give me the Vikings, and this is all upon if Joe Alt doesn't play. If he plays, the Chargers gonna win the game and cover that spread. If Joe Alt's there,
All right, people. So you heard him. If Joe Alt, if he doesn't play, Joe Alt is offensive lineman. He's naturally on the right side. They put him on the left side this year. Got hurt a couple weeks ago. If he doesn't play, Larry and I are in agreement with the Vikings. If he does play, I'm the Vikings. He's the Chargers.
yes, sir.
And I got the over. Did you say over?
Over. I apologize. Over.
All right. Sunday, 1 o'clock. No more European games. Ah, Allah. That's done. We have, we got the Jets
The
at,
hell?
at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, after winning one game since Burrow's been out, are a 6.5 point favorite at home. The number is 44.5. How you seeing this one?
Man, we just discussed this, man. We're talking about the worst team in the NFL. They're going to our quarterback team, which is Tyrod Taylor. Okay, he's a backup for a reason. But on the same low note, you're talking about a team that is is really not that good. If Flacco had a good game against a bad defense, I just think it's over exaggeration on the Bengals because they're not a dominant team, and I don't consider them good at this point with Joe Flacco there. They're salvageable. So I'm gonna shoot the dice on this one, man, and I'm gonna just take. Oh my god, you know what? I can't, bro. I was gonna pull.
You gave this whole long speech, and
I
then when
did.
it's
I was gonna
about
pull the
ready to,
trigger, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'll say the Jets. Give me the Jets for the points. I don't think they're gonna win the game, but I'll take them 6.5 with them.
well, the Jets defense is playing well, so I could see that pick. But what did I just say?
Bad teams are
I
bad.
said I am not giving the benefit of the doubt to what we know are bad teams. We don't know if the Bengals are bad, and they looked pretty good. And you say that they beat a bad defense. Pittsburgh was a good defense up until last week. Now it was on a short week, so I got to say that. But I don't know. The Bengals, their offense looked pretty good with Joe there. So give me the Bengals to win and cover the 6.5. If it was 7.5, I'd take the Jets. 6.5, I'm going to give the Bengals the benefit of the doubt. I took the under. What are you taking?
I'm taking the under two. That game don't remind you eerily of the Tampa Bay game with the same spread, and Tampa Bay only beat the Jets by 2 in Tampa. That ain't throw no red flags right there. You know what I'm saying? You got two similar teams. Offense was clicking. Defense is. I doubt Tampa's had a better defense. And Tyrod started that game, and
I
then he won
just
by
I,
two.
I I just think Flacco has given the Bengals a shot of adrenaline in their tushy, and now they're going home with Joe Burrow being the starting quarterback, and the Bengals mathematically can still win this
They
division.
can. They can.
They definitely can make the playoffs. So,
Ain't
so
a
you
bad pick
can't
though.
you can't just beat the Jets. If you come ready, you've got to win by double digits. At
Yeah,
home against the winless Jets, that's what they got to do. So I'm going to take the Bengals to win and cover because of that. Or they're just a Fugazi. If they win by a couple points, they're just a Fugazi. They're
they
nothing to
definitely
worry about.
fugazi. They definitely fugazi.
I mean, I'm fine with that because the Bears got to play them playing that whole division this season.
Mhm.
All right, speaking of the Bears, my Chicago Bears will travel to Baltimore not to get a crab cake, but to actually play a football game
Hmm.
as the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens will hook up. The Ravens, coming off a bye, are also a 6.5 point favorite, and the number is 49.5. Now, I'm taking your advice on this. You said 6.5. I don't care if Lamar's playing or not playing. That defense is still that defense. And the Bears look like they can run the ball at the very least. So give me the Bears to at minimum not lose by 7. 49.5 is not 50.
Mm-mm.
So give me the under.
And in this game, man, you got a defense that the Baltimore, once again, I don't care if Lamar did come back. The issue isn't offense. The issue is the defense. Defense, unless they miraculously figure out a scheme that's going to work to prevent the other team from getting in the end zone, which they haven't done all year. It's hard to take a team off of potential compared to a team that is actually playing consistent football. So I'm not going to get
Which is
spooked
my
out.
team.
Yeah, Chicago playing consistent. Y'all got run game. The only weak point in y'all offense right now is the quarterback because it's just, he has not taken a leap that he should, but he hasn't also cost you games either. So I'm going to go with the team that's more consistent at this point, and that's Chicago Bears. And it's hard for me to take a under with the Ravens because they don't stop nobody. But then again, that Rams game went under. But y'all can score 49.5. I'll go to the under though. I'm gonna go to the under, man.
Okay. So we are in agreement with my team.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Now, here's another one. We got the Miami Dolphins.
Who?
The Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins at The ATL, that's the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off of a loss. Falcons are, however, at home, 7.5 point favorite. The number, the common number, 44 and a half. How you see this one?
I think it's gonna be a Birds week. So I got this Bird team winning. And the Dolphins gave it up, man. Tua he's the only one to play no more, bro. That the team doesn't believe no more. And one thing about the consistently inconsistent Atlanta, it's a lot of inconsistent in that statement, wasn't it? Is that this is the week they'll play good. Bijan should have a field day. It should be feast or famine. Drake London should have a real big game. So this is how they are. This is how they've been. And Miami has chalked up the season. So I'm going to take, for my money, I'm going to take the Falcons. And Miami don't stop nobody. So you give me the over, and that's kind of low though for a team that's trash with no defense. But I'm gonna just say over in ATL. So give me the Falcons to the over.
I'm in agreement with you, except I'm taking the under. The Dolphins are bad because the offense is bad. The defense is bad too, but if the offense can't score, which is what they're not doing lately, so I'll take the under. Give me the Falcons and the under. And Falcons are home and they play better at home.
Yeah,
Bijan's going to have a good game, all that. He was almost a start for me, but if you have Bijan Robinson, you're starting him every week, right?
I am.
Just like Jonathan Taylor, you're starting him every week.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, what a season he's having. All right, moving on. The Bills coming off of a bye on the road, travel to Carolina to take on the Panthers. It looks like Bryce Young is probably not going to play. I don't think he's officially ruled out, but he's probably not going to play. So it looks like the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, still in the league, is going to get the start. The Bills are a 7.5 point favorite. The total number is 45 and a half. I think the Bills will come out of this bye and they're going to look good. And they're going to go against a Panthers team that is riddled with injuries at the quarterback. I don't think they are going to be able to go stride for stride scoring with the Bills. Give me the Bills to win and cover with that 7.5. They're going to score a lot. Bills defense isn't great right now. So give me the over. Then the Bills cover. They win by at least 8.
They're gonna get the running that football, man. Dowdy's been running that football. You gave what's McDermott. He's a very good when it comes to buys. And then they just came off 2 losses. And they're playing a team that's okay. You know, you got to figure their losses came to 2 teams that were, I don't know, Atlanta is like Carolina, I guess. And they play good at home. But I'm gonna shoot the dice with Buffalo coming off a bye, and I'm gonna take the 7.5. But I'm gonna go with the over. I'm going with the over with the Bills.
So we are in agreement on that one. All right, moving on. Here's a team that's been riddled with injuries, but they're finding a way to win in a tough division. The San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. The Texans are a 1.5 point favorite at home. The number is 41 and a half. Naturally, that seems like a low number. I'm going to take the 49ers because they've been consistently better than the Texans. 49ers coming off a win, Texans coming off a loss. Texans are only favored by 1.5 at home. The defense can't play the offense as well. They can only do what they can do. 49ers, still with all their injuries, still have a pretty good defense. And I think that offense works better with Mac Jones. And I think Mac Jones is playing again. So give me the 49ers. I think it's a low number for a reason. I think the Texans will not hold up their end. So I'm going to take the under. 49ers and the under.
We're in total agreement on this game right here, man. I'm going once again with the more consistent team. And then I don't care if you're at home or not, man. Your offense has not been clicking. it just hasn't. So I'm going with San Fran. Also, defense travels, and Robert Saleh is not a bad defensive coordinator at all. He has his team playing despite the injuries, you know. So give me San Fran to the under.
Very good. All right, moving on. We have the New York Football Giants traveling down I-95 to face the Philadelphia Eagles, who they just played a couple weeks ago. The Eagles are a 7.5 point favorite at home. Eagles coming off a win, Giants coming off of a heartbreaking loss. The number is that common 44.5. Now, I always say this when it comes to an Eagles game, do the opposite of what I predict. 7.5. It looks like the Giants, for some reason, can score with Dart, what they couldn't do with Russell, and he's already got a win against the Eagles. So I think the Giants will be able to score. So give me the Giants not to win, but they won't lose by 8. And I'm going to take the over on the 44.5.
44 and a half into the over. Um, it's going to be a different game than it was in the Meadowlands. But I'm going with the Giants too, man. I just think that even Carter, Jalen Carter is going to be back, and believe that Dickerson will be back. So the Eagles going to be different because they got one of their offensive key weapons back. And on defense, I think Brandon Graham is going to be playing, but I don't factor him to be like a major contributor, but he helps, on the edge. But I just think that the Giants are not intimidated. I know it's a revenge game, but I don't trust the Eagles when it comes to big point spreads, and they're supposed to dominate you, especially this year. So I'm going to take the points with the Giants. I might get burnt on it, but I'll take the points with the Giants, and I'm gonna play it to the. I'm gonna shoot the dice with the under on this one. So I'm going with the under.
Under.
I was looking for a defensive game.
All right. Browns coming off of a win, their second win of the season at New England Patriots. The Patriots are a 6.5 point favorite. I have 6.5.
Okay, so it went down. Okay.
It went down. I'll double check it. Give me 1 second. I want to be sure, want to give an accurate reading. Do. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Where are we at? Week 8. Yes, it is 6.5.
Okay.
I gotta just believe in what I did because I do it just before we get on here. So it is 6.5. Patriots 6.5 favorite at home. The number very low, 40.5. What are you thinking, Browns Patriots?
Browns and Patriots, home field advantage. The Brownies with that rookie trying to run against them. I'm gonna go with the hot team, man, at home. I'm gonna go with the Patriots, man, for the cover. And it's 6.5, and they can win by a touchdown. So give me the Patriots, and 40.5 is a low number, bro. So, man, Browns can't score like that though. I'm gonna play it to the under.
I'm in agreement with the Pats, but I'm going to take the over. That is a low number, 40.5. I think the first half of the game, the Browns will have a pretty good running game. So I think they'll get in the end zone a couple times. Give me the over with that. You got the
One thing
under.
about the Brownies, man, if the run don't get established, they'll abandon it early. And then you got Dylan Gabriel throwing it 50 times a game. It's not a good recipe. I promise you. If the run game gets stalled off, they will abandon it, and you will see Dylan Gabriel throwing a bunch of passes, which is not the recipe for them to win. I'm just saying.
I'm taller than Dylan Gabriel.
Right about that. 50 times for him to throw the game. That's stupid. You gotta have balance. If they got balance, the Brownies got a chance to keep within striking distance. But if they and you know that the Patriots are good against the run, so once that start getting you probably pitting that boy, long down situations, watch how they abandon the run, and you'll look up and Junsky's only had 10 carries. for
Come
20
on,
yards.
come on, guys, come on. All right, we got a divisional game. 4:05. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off of a loss travel to New Orleans as they face the Saints. This number has changed.
Okay.
The Bucks on the road are a 3.5 point
Mm.
favorite. Total number has gone down 46 and a
Mm.
half.
I'm going with your theory on this one. And I agree with you because I'm kicking myself in the foot for the Jets pick because I really think the Bengals will cover that number, but I'll stick with the Jets. But I'm not going to make the same boo boo twice. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. And I'm going to go for the over. Saints are bad. I'm not betting no money on a bad
Saints
team.
are bad. They fight, but they're just the
Y'all beat them
quarterback's
by
not good
12, bro.
enough. The quarterback's not good enough.
You're not. He had a rattler moment in Chicago, man. We need him the most. He had a rattler moment. It showed you why he only has one win as a career starter. No.
So would you say the over?
Yes, Bucks and over. It's
I
weird.
have the I have the Bucks, but I have the under.
You picked the under?
Yeah. 46 and a half. I don't think the Saints are going to put up a lot of points.
Mm.
I don't think so. And this will be a bounce back. I don't like that it's 3.5. I wish it was 2.5, but I'm gonna go. My theory is when I know it's a bad team, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks. All right, 425. Another divisional game. The Tennessee Titans travel to the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are a 14.5 point favorite, and the number is 47.5. What are you thinking, brother?
Big number, man. And
Huge
what
number.
you told me about them big numbers, bro? You said big numbers, man. You saw how respected this NFL team, and it's a division game on top of that. But one thing about the Colts is they could score, Jack, and Tennessee can't. So I'm gonna take that number, man. Give me the Colts, man, and they're gonna put some points on the board. So give me the Colts and to the over.
I'm gonna go the opposite way.
What?
I'm, I just, man, that's over 2 touchdowns. The Titans are bad, but they're still professionals. If it was like 9.5, I'd be all over the Colts. 10.5, I would think about it. But 14.5, you get beat by more than 2 touchdowns.
What's cause it got beat 31 to nothing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But that's a lot of points. I never win when I pick the
Yeah,
team
I mean it's
that's
a lot because even if
favored by
Tennessee,
that.
because Tennessee come out and score a touchdown, you playing
Yep.
back up the whole game.
Yep.
You talking about hoping that the Colts can run all 21 on them. And that's the only bring it to 14. And that's how them games normally go. Tennessee will
Hmm.
come out, open the drive, score. And you're just hoping that the
And
defense
they
holds
set the
up.
tone.
Yep, they set the tone. And you're hoping that the rookie have a rookie game, but then eventually you'll look up and it'll be a tight game. So America, if you take Gil's advice on this, because 14 and a half, like he said, is a professional. And I'm telling you, I'm going against me. Okay. I said the Colts because I'm just looking at the eye candy stuff. If they play the perfect game and they light them up. But you got to kind of go with Gil's theory on this, man. 14 and a half is a lot of points for a professional team, and it's a division game. So realistically, I know you don't want to take a bad team like the Titans, but this might be the week you might want to take them for them points because it's very hard. And them games typically in what we talking about. You'll look up and be a nail biter. You're like, what, are you serious?
Yep.
14 and a half.
Well, if you could avoid this game,
Yeah.
avoid it.
Ain't no
Only
value in
only
it.
only play it if you have to.
Yeah.
Because we can come up with reasons on both sides of it. I'm strictly because it's 14.5. That's it. Titans aren't any good. Colts are going to win the game.
Yeah, for sure.
There's really kind of no doubt unless Jonathan Taylor goes down or Indiana Jones goes down. So I'm seeing the Colts with a victory. I'm just taking the number, and I got the under. Um, okay, here's a good one. Yo, Dallas Cowboys
Mm.
travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. The Broncos with a miraculous comeback, miraculous, twice actually in the fourth quarter. The Broncos are a home 3.5 point favorite. The number is 51 and a half.
1.5. Okay, went out. Okay, cool.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking your Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if they win, but I don't think they lose by 4. And I'm definitely taking the over on this one. Good
Yeah,
defense. I don't care. They're going to score.
we got a potent offense, man. We definitely got a potent offense. So you got the Cowboys into the over.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. I told you, Bo Nix is so hot and cold, man. Um, but we will score. We're not going to stop them from scoring either. 3.5, 3.5. Give me the number. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys and to the over for sure.
Also for the over. And I didn't mark one. The 49ers and Texans. Texans 1.5 point favorite. Did you pick the 49ers on
Yeah,
that?
49ers.
All right, we're in
That's the
agreement.
defense travels.
We
Robert
got
Saleh.
we got a lot of agreements. We only got one, two. So far, we've only got 2
It'd
disagreements.
be like that sometime, brother.
Yeah, it goes like that. We got 2 games to go. So let's see. Sunday night, Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Good game.
Green Bay on the road is a 3.5 point favorite. The number is the common 44 and a half.
Mm.
I'm going to say Pittsburgh bounces back after a disappointing Thursday night game. They get a week and a half to prepare for Green Bay. Green Bay is good. They're just, I don't know what it is that's just keeping them back from being great. They're like upper tier, but they're not elite tier. And I feel like they should be. Pittsburgh, they're not elite either, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna anticipate that they're gonna bounce back. Give me Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh will win, and I'm gonna take the over.
All right. And I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh also, man. And the defense gave up some big plays last week, so I'm anticipating them this week doing the same thing. Give me over. But give me Pittsburgh and over.
Pittsburgh and the over, just
Yeah,
like
and I
me.
think that West Coast gonna struggle with the division in general. Green Bay. You figure they lost to the Brownies. Um, you know, they
They
barely
tied
beat.
with you.
They tied with us. As far as the division
Mhm.
of the Ravens in the division, Cincinnati, they were supposed to blow them out, but they didn't. And that was Flacco's first game. You know what I mean? Now you go and play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and then what's the next game you have to play Baltimore. So yeah, I think they might struggle with that division in general. So I'll take Pittsburgh.
Okay, so we're in agreement. Pittsburgh over, both of us. Last game of the week, Monday night, 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. We have the Washington Commanders, who will probably not have Jaden Daniels, against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 10.5 point favorite.
I'm going
I'll
with
be honest. If it was 14 and a half, I think I'd still take the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I think they're the best team in the league against a wounded Washington Commanders. The number is 47 and a half. I'll take the over. Chiefs all day in this game.
And then if you're talking about no McLaurin again, if he ain't playing, and if you're talking about Debo out again, who the heck is the offense? And you're talking about going in there with your backup when your starter couldn't even get it done. Man, give me the Chiefs, man. They'll win by they should win by 14 or better.
Yeah, I agree. I was going
And
to say 20.
give me the over, man, because they're just a potent offense at this point. Mahomes and boys comfortable. He in his lawn chair right now, sipping on a beer.
So we disagree on 2 games, the Jets Bengals game and the Titans Colts game.
2 bottom feeders.
So that is it. Anything you want to add before we end our show?
Oh man, once again, man, thank you for everybody tuned in. Sorry that it's an hour and 24 for the long-winded guys. I get it, man. I apologize. We get along with some of our subject matters. We'll try to keep it condensed. But like, subscribe, hit the bell so we get all the notifications, man. We always got good material coming out, man. And please comment and let us know what you think. What we can improve upon, what we doing right, what we doing wrong. You know, it's all good. And I want to make this known because one of our viewers that commented on my post, a short post, when I said the Giants would get upset by the Broncos. He said, when has upsetting the Giants, beating the Giants been an upset? Well, if you looked at that game, it was an upset. You know what I mean? They was down 19 in the fourth, wasn't they, Gil?
19-0.
I mean, it was an epic comeback by the Broncos. Okay, so I was true to the caption. It was an upset because up to that point, Giants were dominating them because Bo Nix was inconsistent. So you can't sleep on none of these squads, man. I know these records can lead you that way, but if you know anything about football, it's parity in football, man. It is. There are still professional teams at the end of the day, and they could beat any of them. A bottom feeder can beat a top dog if that top dog come in there and don't bring their A game. Remember that, America. Yeah, they're garbage, but garbage teams still cover. Okay, garbage teams still cover.
They're still
They're
professionals.
still professionals. And sometimes the league will bust that call, that red phone, and be like, yo, man, it's getting outrageous. We need y'all to start doing some dumb stuff. Tackle, miss a tackle. Quarterback throw a dumb interception where it's three defenders down there. You're just going to throw an air ball up there and hope that the guy get it. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Running back, fumble the ball. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just saying, Vegas got the mob boys, Fat Tony and them boys still got to play in this, okay?
All I'm going to say is when you see a fumble at the 1 yard line, you should always be like, just saying. Just saying. And as for us being at almost an hour and a half on this show, I'm going to apologize like Conor McGregor would apologize. I apologize to absolutely no one. The king does what he wants. And if it takes an hour and a half to do it, then that's how long it takes. And it only took an hour and 27 minutes. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, tell a friend to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. From my main man, Larry Loper, I'm Gilly Rosario. We'll catch you at 9:30 on Monday for a Halloween show, and then we'll follow it up with our normal show on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in on Monday, watch the games, stay healthy, and we'll see you because we're getting ready for Halloween.
Trick or
Deuces,
treat.
everyone. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop.